Welcome back to STL Live. I'm Sarah Thompson, and I'm joined by Jen Myerscough of St. Louis Earth Day Festival. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I want to pick back up so we can kind of cover the full details of the festival
Sure.
that's coming up on April 24th. We close with saying there are some children's activities. Is that correct?
Yeah, there are. We've got a whole children's corner, and it has some arts and crafts sort of activities. They can walk away with a free book. But we're also partnering this year with Scope, which is a nonprofit that brings STEM education to different venues, and they're going to have a bunch of different STEM activities for kids. And then kind of in the back of the youth corner is the community stage. St. Louis Children's Hospital is kind of over-sponsoring the whole youth corner this year. But on the community stage, we'll see birds from the World Bird Sanctuary and performances from Circus Flora and a couple other performances too throughout the day. Yeah.
And food. I have to bring up food because there's always some really neat neat vendors and neat food options when you go to the festival.
Yeah. Well, if you think about the traditional festival food, I don't think you normally think healthy. Well, we try to be a little bit different than that. You know, you still will be able to get a burger and fries, but that burger is going to be from a grass-fed cow, you know. We've got 23 different food vendors this year, and 19 of them are members of our own program, the Green Dining Alliance. So we're super excited about that because those are restaurants that hold themselves to a very high standard of quality and environmental consciousness.
Yeah, why don't you explain the Green Dining Alliance? Because, we're focusing so much on the festival on April 24th, but you are working hard and day in, day out, year round. There's plenty of other programs that you do, including this one.
Yeah, absolutely. The Green Dining Alliance is one of two of our big year-round programs. We have 93 restaurants in St. Louis. I'm going to be wrong about that number. It keeps climbing up every day. Who have sought certification with the Green Dining Alliance, and they have to do things like refuse to use styrofoam. That's huge. Source food locally. Use energy efficient lighting. Take measures to reduce their water consumption. Just in general, do these things that could turn a very waste generating industry into a lesser waste generating industry.
And talk about some of the other things you do. I had mentioned to you off camera that I know every year you do this recycling, this really big, a lot of people in St. Louis really rely on this as a place to recycle items that are hard to get rid of or hard to recycle or have them go to some other use.
Absolutely. We had actually this past Sunday was our 6th annual recycling extravaganza, and it's an event that we organize collectors together to take those items that are hard to recycle, that you can't just put in your blue bin at home. We decided to kick off Earth Month this year with the event this past Sunday. We saw 588 cars in only 4 hours.
Wow.
People were lined up before we opened, and we just kind of had to cut it off because the collectors were full.
Yes.
They filled their trucks. It was awesome.
It's something that you think about. I mean, printers are a great example of something that people all the time are upgrading to get printers, but you can't just go dump your printer out.
Right.
And I think that's a great service that you guys, that you provide. In our last few moments, is there anything else we should know about coming up for the festival or in general with what you're doing year round?
Well, I mean, you'll see us the rest of the year at all different festivals across St. Louis, including the Shakespeare Festival, with our Recycling on the Go program. So festivals generate a lot of waste. You can't avoid it. So what we do is we take our show on the road, like what we do at our festival, and we help other festivals reduce the amount of waste that they generate.
No, that's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, well, we've got the information there for you. It's the St. Louis Earth Day Festival. Think Global, Act Local. It's taking place Sunday, April 24th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's 2 days after International Earth Day, which is April 22nd. If you want to head out and check it out, it's at the Muny Grounds in Forest Park. It's an 8-hour event, really, really wonderful. Food, activities, learning from different vendors, all in celebration of our environment and the earth. So stlouisearthday.org. And Jen, thank you so muks again for being here.
Thanks.
All right, well, there's more STL Live after this. Stay with us.